We can all see what's wrong, but nobody's willing to fix it. Because agreeing with them means losing me, so you give up on we. When the only person that could lose you is you. Look, what's true is true. Your fear of compromise will never reveal who is who. You're not alone, we all play the fool. From the hood to the White House, it's red versus blue. Fighting a battle we all gonna lose. They tell you choose, it's black or white, but we live in the gray. So we choose a side that isn't relevant anyway. A soldier is a soldier, straight or gay, and why shouldn't women get equal pay? We're trying to bandage scratches while bleeding out of deeper wounds. We are globally connected while suffering alone. We all pay rent but don't own a home. We are in the same boat on different sides. Can we agree to disagree, to fix the sails and enjoy the ride? Or are we going to keep ingesting these spoon-fed lies? Together we rise, divided we are slaves to our own ignorance. One man, one vote, anything else makes no sense. No matter how small the voice or if we fit in the same category. Listen, 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 because everybody has a story. Welcome to Everybody Has a Story. I'm your host, the jack of all trades, master of none, a friendly stranger in a world full of danger, Christopher Sean. And I just want you guys to know, here at Everybody Has a Story, we focus on interesting and innovative people in the community who are making a significant contribution to the political, entrepreneurial, and social landscape. So yeah, that's us. That's what we doing. And to my left, I have the Wiz, the man behind the curtain, Michael David. How you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm having a wonderful day. First show, man. Give it up, man.
It's fantastic.
We made it, bro. We here. We doing it. Y'all don't know. We work hard for this. And to my right, we have the next Saul Goodman, Bradley Rivers. What's up, man?
Not too much. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Are you loving the Breaking Bad reference?
I
will not answer that.
I don't know
question.
that I want to be fully compared to Saul Goodman,
No,
but you know.
Hey, I tell you, I call this brother when I'm in need. That's good enough for me, man. So look, I know y'all new to the show because we new to the show. You know what I'm saying? But look, the way we start this off is we all care about each other. Everybody has a story. I like to see how everybody's week going. Mike, how was your week?
It was a good week this week.
Yeah,
I'm done with it.
You done with it?
Right.
He's done, and we're gonna leave it behind him. See, that's why I like Mike. Mike's that strong, silent type. That's why he's the Wiz, man. He's like, yeah, it's done. Let's move on. Bradley.
Bradley,
honestly, how was your week?
It's been a busy week. Exciting though. I'm actually up for my first murder case, which actually sounds a little morbid now that I say that.
Yeah,
but it is.
Somebody got murdered. And they have to
Somebody
die
did get
for you to have a
murdered.
job. I get it.
Wow, when you put it that way.
It sounds bad.
Wow.
Congratulations on the job, man. I mean,
yeah, I'm going to rephrase that. Yeah. There's a young man out there who really, really needs legal assistance,
right.
And I'm just happy to be able to get out there and help him. It is my first murder case. So
Saul Goodman, everybody.
It's exciting and nerve-wracking a little bit at the same time, I think I'd say.
Well, man, I see big things with you, and this guy's amazing, so make sure you look him up. What is your website?
You can find me at bradleyrivers.com. You can also get me at the law offices of bradleyrivers.com and bradley.rivers.lawfirm@gmail.com if you ever need any help or just want somebody to give you some information.
That's awesome. And he's also connected to the show, so you guys definitely can do that. Okay, so you don't know, so I'm going to let you know. Right now, we currently shoot this show every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, we're in the studio. We try to keep up with things. So it's April. It's the beginning of April. So 2 weeks ago, I want to talk about, we were at our company, I got the opportunity to host our award ceremony. So the funny thing is that you got these big wigs up, and you guys know how I am. I'm off the cuff all day long. You know what I mean? So we're having a good time. I'm making people laugh and everything, and it's funny. It's borderline HR inappropriate. You know how that go. But it's borderline. As long as whatever you thinking is your fault. Don't blame it on me because you thought it. You know what I'm saying? I said balls, whatever popped in your head. If it was my balls, whatever. It's your fault. Don't blame it on me. That's all I'm saying, right? If I can say balls, that's not HR inappropriate. It's where you take the balls. I'm just gonna stop right there because I'm saying balls too much. But
a little obsessive.
So you see that, right? With balls, like
a little obsessive.
Right. I didn't
Basket
say.
balls.
Normally, I would follow up with these nuts, but there were no almonds around, and that's currently. Anyway, look. What I'm trying to say is, this girl comes up. We're doing a game show, and It's called Two Truths and a Lie. So I'm messing with everybody as they come up. Now, to describe this girl, I mess with her all the time. She has the deepest dimples. Let me pronounce that for everybody who at work who watch this show. Dimples. Dimples. She has the deepest dimples I ever seen. I mean, I told her one time, hey, you need to put a fence around those because little kids could drown in your dimples. Like, you really need to cover that up. It's crazy. Your dimples are so deep, I see your tongue moving. I don't know. Deep dimples is what I'm saying. So she comes up, and I'm in game show host mode, and I'm trying to, so I say, I ask her name. I say, what's your name? I'm not going to say her name in case she, I know she listened to the show. She states her name, and I go, and for the record, what is the name of your left dimple? Everybody thought I said nipple. The big, the executives, all of them in there, and I'm not knowing. I'm going through. Now, my producer, who's also, I work with, he looked at me like eyes big like this, so I'm like, dang, is dimples HR inappropriate now? I don't know what's going on. I walk over, he said, everybody thought you said nipples. You said nipple. I'm like, oh, it's my last day at work. It's my last day at work. Yeah, so that's how, I had to bring that. That's how my week's been. Crazy like that, dimples and nipples. That's how we get down. This is my new CD coming out, Dimples and Nipples. You know what I'm saying? And we put them together. You figure the math.
I'm pretty sure, though, I just want to cut in and interject. I'm pretty sure telling a woman that her dimples are so deep you can see her tongue is HR inappropriate.
Yeah,
too,
but see, I didn't do that on the game show.
Okay.
I didn't do that on the game show. And hold up, she says some pretty saucy things to me, too. Like, I look like the Where Are They Now episode if they profiled Homie the Clown. Come on.
That's funny, though.
Whoa, wow.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing my best to not laugh.
Is this? You can laugh, bro. That shit was funny. I just came up with that shit. You like that? You like
I
that?
did. I was trying not to laugh.
That's right.
I was going to wait for it, but
That's right. Wow. Walk around the job with a sock.
Oh my
dimples and nipples, everybody.
Dimples and Nipples. This is Homie the Clown's new CD. Dimples and Nipples. Hey, yo, what is up? Yo, look, I'm tripping hard right now. To my right, we have a special guest.
Hello.
Lisa, a.k.a. Pie. I ain't going to say your last name, because you might have bills. No, you're good. What's up? Hey, if you don't know, this is my sister. No, not my sister, but my sister. You know what I mean? So watch your mouth. What's up with you? How's your week?
It was good. Really, really busy. Glad it's over.
All right. Lisa's our psychologist here. She actually helps me out. I lay right here on the couch and tell her my issues. So, she's going to help us out with our inappropriate, I don't know, whatever psychology you can help me with.
Sure.
You can help us out?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. That's good. I got multiple personalities.
It's okay.
You want to see me change to one of them right now?
No, it's
We'll
cool.
save that for the after show.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome. We're here today with Jarvis Barry, and I really wanted to interview Jarvis because Jarvis is a native of the town that I live in, which is Buckeye, Arizona. But it's not that he's a native. It's what he's doing in the community that is amazing. Jarvis started a youth program in 2009 called Greater Levels. Okay, he started off playing basketball. I'll let him tell you more about it. But I really want to introduce him. Sitting to my left is Jarvis Barry. Jarvis, how you doing today?
Pretty good, sir. How you doing?
We're doing great. Jarvis, we have this thing in the show. Like when we first start off, we go, "What's up with you?" And basically kind of just talk about what our week was like. So, what's up with you, man?
Man, kids on spring break. That should say it all right there. I wish they go back to school or move out, whichever one comes first.
I'm telling you, right? Because look, the grocery bill goes high during spring break, man. I never missed school so much in my life, and it's not for me.
No, just get Roman noodles. They don't cost that much.
There you go, ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
These kids will eat through ramen noodles, pizzas, and everything else, man.
$5.
I came home and I seen a teeth mark in the door. I didn't know.
Dog food and Roman noodles.
Dog food? Is
pizza.
that your secret to these kids?
They think it's cereal.
They think it's cereal. Well, Jarvis, man, thank you for coming on the show, man.
I appreciate it.
And we appreciate you here in Buckeye for everything that you do. But I really want you to tell the listeners what it is that you started, and just tell your story. Everybody has a story, and we're here to hear yours.
Greater Levels, we basically just an outlet for kids to have something to do. before I started greater levels, I was one of those that was, a good kid, went through high school, played football in college, all around athlete. I can't say I was the smartest student, but I was a student. So, and it went good. I ended up having an era in my life where I decided I wanted to do drugs, and I was on meth for 7 years. And while I was on meth, I had an opportunity to see how kids were neglected. If you didn't have money, you couldn't do this. And mom and dads were, taking out of the kid's mouth. But looking at my dad when I was growing up, my father was always one of those that took care of the neighborhood.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
He had a good job. He worked for APS all his life. Him and my mom was really good. And we had that neighborhood kid house, where all the kids would be in the neighborhood.
Right.
You get in a fight today, and they come over to eat. Won't y'all go home? It was one of those things. And it was always, our house was always full of kids. Right. And then when it was time to go play Pop Warner or Little League, there would be kids in the block that couldn't play because they didn't have the money. Right. And my dad I could always see my dad forking out $700 to $1,000 so all the kids in the neighborhood could play. Right. So it was one of those things. And so as I got a little older, I was like, you know what? I want to do those type of things. Right. Well, I ain't got no $800,000, $1,000 put out, but I could start an organization. So my son went to play one day. He would say, "Dad, let's go to the park. Dad, let's go to the park." And I knew God was calling me to do things. And so we went to the park finally after one day, and there was a whole bunch of kids in the park.
Right.
And I'm looking at all these kids, and I'm just like, man. Now God said, "Now pick a team." I don't want to coach no team. I don't know enough about basketball. Only thing I know is the playground. Right.
See, that's where I was at.
Yeah, that's all I know is the playground.
I play football. I don't know too much.
In the street. In the concrete, dirt, no grass. Yeah, I remember them days.
Yeah,
I still got
ball
rock,
like that.
I still got rock marks. And so I decided to pick a team, and from there we had one team. We went and played. We went to Tucson and played in a tournament, and all these teams are decked out. They looking good. Right. We went in with some Mitch Max shorts, regular T-shirt, but we won. Right. And so it was fun. As time went, I said, you know what, I'm going to start an organization. I wanted to start where all those kids that didn't have money, that couldn't afford it, where it would be affordable for them to play. Mm-hmm. And on top of that, give them an outlet so they don't have to be at home and see the things that I've seen kids go through. Right. They don't have to sit at home and look at mom and dad do the things that they're doing. And so as time went, I finally formed an organization through God pushing me to do it. And I didn't want to do it, but I did it. So we started the organization. And from there, the first season, we had 7 teams. And then the next season, we jumped up. Here we are with 30-some teams the very next season. Now we're rolling like a 20-team, constantly.
That is amazing.
Constantly.
So let me ask you, I know it had to be scary starting an organization, for something like this. Like, you started in 2009. You're still going today. What do you think are the keys to success? Like, if somebody say, you know what, they're listening to the show and they're saying, we need that here. We need that here. We don't have that here in this town. What some tips would you give somebody like that? Man,
keep it affordable. Just enough to cover what you need to cover. Okay. Because a lot of people don't have big money. Right. Just keep it affordable and keep it family oriented. Right. You got to keep everything as a family, because without a family, everything falls apart, right? Right. So if you keep it as a family and not just my way, but everybody has to have a say so. Right. You can't build nothing if you only got one person building it.
And that had to be hard, because parents always got to say so. Man. They didn't even put $10 in. I can't pay $10, but I don't like the way you coaching my kid.
Them the ones that's complaining the most. I'd say, you know what? The parents, if I could deal with parents, I would kick them all out.
When did you tell me? Jarvis told me, we had the pleasure of talking yesterday, and I said, what's your next steps? What do you see? He said, man, I would really like to have a gym. And then he told me that he would build a plexiglass wall where parents, with a little cutout. Yeah. Where parents, if you have to yell, you can yell through that cutout, but you can't do nothing else. It looked like you putting parents in a fish tank or something.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. They'll be okay. Yeah, they can go out one way. I don't have to see them, and they can come in one way. I still don't have to see them through the plexiglass. That's it. So it happens.
So Jarvis, I know having kids, there was a lot of programs to where, me personally, I'm trying to teach my kid sportsmanship. I'm trying to teach them to be competitive but be respectful. And some of the things that they played everybody got a chance to play. It wasn't really competitive. It wasn't competitive at all. It just kind of, how do you feel about that? Is your organization like that too? Do you have it where, everybody, or do everybody can play? I know everybody can play, but your work ethics, you're working hard, you're competing for a spot. If you win, you get a trophy or certificate. It's not like everybody get a trophy or certificate. Yeah. So I mean, how does that kind of how do you handle that?
I've learned if you teach them to be competitive at a young age, they're going to know that in life. I've seen where they go into the non-competitive areas, and when they get into a competitive setting, they don't know what to do. Right. It's like, well, it's supposed to be like this. Well, mama been feeding you too much milk. You see what I mean? Daddy haven't been there to teach you how to be a man yet. There's things that they got to understand. You got to be competitive because now to the point of once you get to high school, it's going to be like either you make the team or you don't.
Right.
You see, so I want to teach them that now. They're going to get to play, but I tell the coaches all the time, when you get into the end of that third and fourth quarter, you want your best 5 on the court.
Right.
And if the parents complain, they just complain. Just let them know they need to get Johnny a little bit more coaching.
Right.
Something like that. But you have to be competitive. That's in your job market. Mm-hmm. That's in what you're doing now. Everything that you do, there's going to be some kind of competitiveness to go with it.
Right.
Unless you got the money to give them a silver spoon, and I don't have one.
Right. That's definitely. So, Jarvis, I know when you started this, you started it with basketball. Yeah. And you mentioned you went over that vision. You were with your kid and everything. What has Greater Levels grown into today? Greater Levels today, what do they offer? What's all the things that they have?
Oh man, we started a flag football program. Mm-hmm. We started volleyball. Volleyball is real good.
Okay.
We're looking into the process of actually getting into some kind of hockey type of setting. Yeah, we get a lot of people here. You don't have hockey?
Wow.
So I don't know how to go about it. So we're looking to doing that. And, we will do any sport as long as there's someone that wants to coach it.
Right.
We'll do any sport. I mean, I don't care if it's Frisbee or badminton. We'll do it.
Right.
Because it keeps kids busy.
Definitely. I got some questions that I want to ask you about the football. Mm-hmm. We'll come back to that. But you said something interesting. You said that as long as you have someone to coach it, how hard is it to find coaches? Is that an issue, or do you feel like basically you called out and everything came through? Like how is that some of your woes? Or
sometimes it's hard to find coaches sometimes because most people, you believe it or not, they want a paycheck.
Okay,
I don't even get a paycheck.
Right.
So it's kind of like, okay, what do I do? I just say, okay, we need coaches. We'll find people that that knows a little bit about the game. And then you get parents complaining, well, he's not coaching my kids good enough. Well, I said everybody had an opportunity to coach.
Right.
Now you're complaining about the coach that you got. Why didn't you coach? So, I mean, there's some of the things that you got to deal with. But I honestly, coaching is kind of hard to get. I mean, usually most people want a paycheck behind everything they do.
Right.
Nothing's for the love or for the kids anymore. It's all about me and what I got.
Right. Well, Jarvis, and I know that you cater to the kids and you don't charge a lot. What are the costs?
We start mostly everything is starting at $75 to $85.
Okay,
and that covers basically our gyms, the shirts and stuff that they get. And there's always some kind of damages. Believe it or not, I think almost $2,000 in damages last year. Right. Busted windows and broken doors.
Oh wow!
So there's a lot of things that goes in, your insurances and things like that. We do just enough to cover what we have to, the expenses that we have. Okay. And if I was doing it for money, I ain't gonna say the names of some of the organizations, but I'll be charging $175, $200.
Right. Yeah, and I know that to be true because trying to get my nephew into football, it was like $200, and that was not even with the pads and equipment. It was just to get him in there. Yeah, and
it's about money to most people. To me, as long as we got what you need, we're going to make it affordable. And, down the road, I mean, if I can get it all covered, I would just tell kids to come play.
I know that's right.
But I can't do that right now.
Well, Jarvis, we're rounding the end of our interview, and I want to ask you, how can people donate to you or is there, do you have, I know you have a website. Is that the main way to contact you? And we'll make sure we put your links up on the website and everything. But if there's any last thing that you would like to say to the people out there, and also just how to get in contact with you.
Yes, just go to the website, greaterlevels.com. That's greaterlevels.com. We have a donate button on there. You can always donate to us. We're 501(c), so, it's always tax deductible. And we just want to say, hey, we're always willing to play you or play anybody, any kid. Our motto is no child left behind. And we have not left a child behind yet.
That's awesome, man.
We have not left a child behind yet. And I got in trouble once. I had to make a big decision one time.
Okay.
And,
what happened? What happened? It's a big decision.
Yeah, I had to make a decision. I had a family that was really, I had mentioned it to you.
Oh, okay.
I had a family that was just crazy. Always into something, doing this, doing that, and causing all kinds of, problems. And I had to basically cut their son from the team.
Right.
After talking to the parents so many times, but I had to basically cut their son from the team to keep them out.
Right.
And that was something I turned for a good week behind it because I didn't want to have to make that decision. But I come to grips with just saying, you know what? Parents have to understand that they affect their child one way or another from their actions, And he was a good kid. And later on down the road, he kind of saw me. He shook my hand. He's like, I was mad at first, but he goes, I understand what you did.
Right.
So that made me feel a lot better about what I've done. But, there's a lot of ups and downs, but I don't think you ever get it down, do you? You always hyper every time I see you.
Man, I get it down, but you got a support group that help you start your organization. I got a support group that helped me start Everybody Has a Story.
Yeah.
And Jarvis, I just want to thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Greater Levels, they're doing awesome. My daughter actually plays for you guys. You guys are doing good works with her. She's, really she could beat me now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should be. Yeah, I'll say it. Didi, I'm building up, though. I'm coming back for you. You better believe it. Jarvis is going to train me. Or he's going to show somebody going to train me.
You got to shave his beard first.
Oh, man. See, don't say that on camera, bro. See, my wife hear that. She's going to be like, that's two people. She's like, she's signing bills and got people like, signing papers to get rid of the beard. It's a national thing. It's crazy. But, yeah, Everybody Has a Story. Jarvis Barry. And we out.
Welcome back to Everybody Has a Story. We want to talk about things in the news that are important to you because what affects you affects us. We have my panel here. How's everybody? Good? Okay.
Fantastic.
Fantastic?
Man, forget all that. Look, here's what we talking about, right? Did you know Kick-Ass has a part 2? Mike, did you know that?
Can we say ass on the show?
Oh, I'm sorry. The name of the movie is Kick-Ass. I'm being accurate.
Okay.
I'm hopefully 13 edit. What did I say? What, Kick-Ass?
Yes. I can't wait to see Kick-Ass.
Yeah?
Kick-Ass.
I didn't know it had a part 2.
You didn't know it had a part 2 till today? You're fired.
What do you work full time? What do you work full time?
I work full time. I can't.
You have a job?
I have a job.
I gotta admit, and Bradley, I want to get your view on this. At first, when I first heard like number 1, I was like, that seems so. When I saw it, it was pretty funny, man. What do you think about that one?
I love Kick-Ass. I think everybody wants to be a superhero. The problem is, after Kick-Ass comes out, everybody tried to be a superhero, and now there's a bunch of people running around the country acting like superheroes.
What?
That's my only problem.
Like what? Like where? Like
Well, I know you've heard about the guy in Seattle, Phoenix Jones, but at least he was like a military guy or something.
Oh, he
wore like body armor. But
Oh
then
my
there's like a group in Michigan.
where are these people when people in the movie theaters getting shot up? Where's the superheroes?
Well, okay, some of these groups just like help the homeless.
Okay,
Then you have a
okay.
few that actually try to stop crime. Obviously not in the big cities, and I don't think they go after actual criminals.
They go after like jaywalkers.
Exactly.
He's
But-
crossing the street.
Let me
He's
give you
not
an
in a
example.
car wash.
Let me give you an example. There was a guy in England called the Night Warrior who just hung up his cape and whatever he wears because he got beat up by some hoodlums. He was crossing the street and they saw him wearing this guy. And that's not funny. I'm sorry. But it is a little.
it is-
But that's how
It
you
is a
find
little
out
bit.
you're not very super.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's how they found out.
So I'm just hoping Kick-Ass 2.
Yeah.
Let's kids, don't emulate. It's just a movie.
Please
It's
just
okay.
call 911 when you see
Exactly,
something
man.
happening, please.
Just take a movie for what it is. A movie. Watch it. Go home. Jeez, don't get a costume.
And if you want to help the poor, just open a soup kitchen.
That's right.
Don't put on a costume and run around. Just open the soup kitchen. Pass some stuff out. It's cool.
Rent 'em spoons.
I appreciate what you're trying
Martin
to do.
reference.
But
So also, I have to talk about my favorite shows because I mean they flood in the TV, they flood in Netflix, everything. You know, Hulu. Vikings is on the History Channel. It's pretty accurate. It's kind of like Game of Thrones if you like Game of Thrones, and I'm using Vikings as like a buffer until Game of Thrones come back out. But anybody, you guys heard of that Viking? It's pretty. Yeah.
I've heard of it, and I'm a big history buff, but I just haven't watched it.
I'm curious. You watch that, and we're gonna.
You got me excited about it. I have to check it out.
Watch that, and I'm gonna come back to you. We're gonna have a discussion on that.
All right.
Also, The Walking Dead. I know it seemed like everybody and their mama watching The Walking Dead. All I know is Rick better not sell out Michonne. That's all I know. Don't sell out.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
What happened?
I don't know.
Because Mike haven't seen it.
I work full time also.
I didn't really spoil much for you. I work full time too, but I'll be like, and in case you didn't see my video, I'm like falling asleep on the film. Anyway, check it out. YouTube. Everybody has a story. / everybodyhasastory.com, YouTube, whatever. We'll talk about that later. Bradley, what are your thoughts on Walking Dead?
I love The Walking Dead, but it's just painful because I loved Andrea so much last year. She went out with like a soldier in the last episode when she got left. And now the character, man, they've just made her
weak,
frustrating and weak. I'm telling you, man. Such a soldier to such a terrible fall. But it's all right. She's going to come back. I have a good feeling about the end of the season. I think she's going to redeem herself.
Are you up on your Walking Dead?
I am behind on my Walking Dead.
You know why? Because she's into psychology, so we need to ask you about Dexter. Anything interesting on Dexter? Isn't that coming out soon?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I love Dexter. We'll save that for another time because we don't want to get her started on Dexter. But definitely, we want to touch on too. We want to just get out there things that you like. What do you guys think about the football head injuries that they're just like really, really making this big? They're talking about it a lot, concussions and what the cause and effects of it is. Now, me, I have all daughters. Not saying that they couldn't play football if they want to. I still wish. I mean, I know one of them could catch real, real good. So I'm, if they want to play. But Mike, I know you have 2 sons and they love football. How does that affect you? And
I love football too.
Right.
And I'm concerned now if that's something that I should even entertain anymore is them playing, or if they play, not letting them play past high school, whether scholarship or not. Just, who wants to have dementia in your 50s? And you're
spending that millions don't seem like
what's
much.
It worth? You get really paid, but don't enjoy your life anyway. I don't know.
Right.
I'm starting to think that they won't play football. Maybe some golf.
Yeah. Tiger Woods, y'all. Now, and I think back of when I was playing, we played under conditions like, man, you get hurt, you go back in. You could have got a concussion that game, and you went right back in. You just shook it off. Give me some water, slap me around a couple times, go back in. Bradley, what you think? I know you're a big sports buff. I know you played in college, huh?
I played twice with concussions. Nobody ever thought to take me out of the game. I played with a broken wrist until the third quarter when we realized it was broken.
Wow. Oh my goodness!
But I'm torn on the issue. And actually, a couple weeks ago, I just saw NFL's coming out with a new rule that running backs can't lower their heads. I don't know if you guys saw that. Yeah, so they really are cracking down, and I get that. You should protect people. But I guess I'm more concerned about young kids and high school athletes than professionals because they get paid. They can make that decision. I do think we need to revisit how much hitting we have little kids doing, like Pop Warner football. As you get to college and the NFL, it's a lot of money, man. It's dangerous, yes, but so are a lot of occupations, and that one pays a lot better than a lot of dangerous occupations in this country. So I don't know that I'm a guy who says we need to fully protect everybody from themselves. It's still America, still capitalism. If you're willing to beat yourself over the head for millions of dollars, I'm not going to stop you because I enjoy watching it. I'm not going to lie. Mm-hmm. But I guess that's where I come. Protect the kids, but the pros, they need to stop with all the rules.
Right. And then, Lisa, when these people come with severe head issues, they go to you. How do you feel? how do you feel? She's like, you know what I'm saying? Hit your head, lay on the couch. I'll talk to you. That's how we do it, y'all. But yeah, I just want you to know right now I'm broadcasting this show with a concussion. What's up? We back. We in the building here. You know, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story.
Yes, they do.
I think I need a beatbox and just say everybody has a story over and over. Oh, everybody. Everybody. I'm here today with a very special guest. And let me tell you, man, I'm super excited, right? Because this is our first show. We kicking it off, and we are doing some amazing stuff today. Amazing stuff. You know, we just had Jarvis Barry on, and now we're here with Christopher Vane. And I know you guys are asking, who is Christopher Vane? Well, I'm going to tell you, you're going to find out today. First of all, he's an artist. I've heard some of his music. The man is amazing. Beats, lyrics, he's amazing. But that's not all he is. That's not all that defines Christopher Vane. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you Christopher Vane. How you doing, man?
How you doing? How y'all doing out there?
Man, we doing good. Hey, you know, we do something on the show. Every time before we start, we say, what's up with you? And basically, you tell us, you know, how your week been. So what's up with you, man?
Man, I can't tell you what ain't up with me. Yeah. Where should I begin? A whole bunch of things I'm juggling. Trying to get this album off the ground. Adventuring off into some business things, aspects. Other than that, you know, I'm just doing my personal thing right now. Just trying to keep it together.
Okay.
That's, you know,
That's
pretty much
what's up,
as a
man.
whole.
All right. But, man, you know what? You have a very interesting story, man. And
Thank you.
I find it amazing how far you've come. And I really just want you to share with everybody your story.
Basically, it started, man, for the love of hip-hop. You know, I was young. I started with the love of music, doing a couple of things. And then I got, how should I say this, into a mode of, you know, doing music and creative things, clothes, you know, fabric and stuff like that, fashion. I highly stuck with music, so I'm getting off topic. So let me get back to my foundation. Music was my opening door for me staying out of trouble and keeping focus on life. I guess I should say that. And it started when I was young. I first started when I was like 13. I found I guess I should say myself as me being an MC and stuff and doing this really when I was probably like 17, so 4 years in the game. I signed with Priority Music,
Okay. And
which
what year
was
was
loud.
that?
This was probably in 93.
Okay, with
93,
Priority.
Yeah,
All right.
Priority.
Man.
It was heaven on earth. I'm not going to tell you it was every young man's dream. A whole bunch of promises, a whole bunch of new adventures.
Right.
Basically, everything went downhill. I was into the live streets, getting into everything that I shouldn't have got into, basically because I was waiting on the dream.
Right.
I was waiting for everything to happen. And I got something to tell, you know, everybody out here that's trying to do music. I mean, to some, it does happen overnight. I'm not going to say it doesn't.
Right.
But to those who struggle, never give up. It's never ending process. Never give up.
And would you say it's unrealistic? Because I think that Hollywood paints a picture of like, if you look at Biggie's story, okay, and you see that, you know, he's doing it, he's rapping, he doesn't have the money or the funds, him and, you know, P. Diddy's trying to start something up, he gets in trouble with the police, everything works out, but something similar happened with you. And how was your welcoming after you got out of jail with Priority Records? Was it open arms? They was like, oh man, your music is so awesome. You know, can you touch a little bit on that?
It was more or less me getting put on the back burner. At that time, they wanted me to, I guess, make another artist into my image.
Okay.
And I wasn't really having that. So it turned sour, bittersweet.
Right.
Deal really never really got off the ground because of all that stupid stuff that I was doing.
Right, sure.
So I can understand, you know, the turmoil through it. You know, we never left on bad terms. There was nothing, you know, solid rock like, hey, you know, we don't want to mess with that cat no more.
Right.
But it was just bad decisions.
Okay.
Mostly bad decisions that put me up in a place I didn't want to be.
Well, man, I'm glad that you shared that. But the story is not done yet, y'all. I mean, he'd been through his trials and tribulations, and he came out to me victorious. Because tell us what you're doing now, Chris.
I'm doing these custom builds on these shoes.
Ooh.
And as you can see,
Let's go ahead and we're gonna bring up right here. We got, I don't know how this is looking. Dustin, does this look okay? Look, I'm gonna do the.
Those right there is the Cobras, man, known as the Destros.
Oh, the Destros?
Yeah, those is the Hyperposies right there.
Look at that.
Black and Crimsons.
You ain't got these. Y'all don't have these. Don't go
Yes,
look
sir.
for it. Don't go to the mall. You don't got this. You don't
Hey,
have
now.
this. And what? You said what? You're a superhero and and you don't agree with Cobra. You like G.I. Joe. Is that what you
sir.
said?
That's the camouflage edition. SB
Look at
Dunk.
the dog tags on the man. Look at that, man. Look
On
man,
the dog tags, we got Roadblock.
Roadblock.
One of the black iconic characters in G.I. Joe.
See, and he put a black iconic character.
Yeah.
You didn't just go with, what was the captain name? What was the dude?
I think his name was Duke or something like
Duke?
that. Yeah.
See,
household name.
I stopped watching G.I. Joe because they kept saving kids from power lines, and I was like, if the kid wanted to do something with electricity, who's we to stop him? But look, right here, let me...
Long awaited, man. Those has got the LEDs up there. Those are the Tony Starks right there, the Iron Mans. For those who do know the shoe, that's the Elite 9 LeBron James.
My goodness.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. And look, I want y'all to see the light up. Iron Man lighting up in the back. Look at that. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
1080p.
And hold on, we got a 1080. Yeah, it's definitely high def. We're gonna go ahead. You have hanging up over here. Is it the shirt that goes with these Iron Mans?
Yeah, custom made Tony Stark shirt.
Can you get the
there.
Tony Stark shirt, please?
Someone in the back.
Let me go ahead and let me.
Got the LED light up set for the Tony Stark's custom
Tony-
build. We gonna
Oh,
go ahead and
my
turn that on.
goodness.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, sir. You
Look,
look like a Christmas tree at night.
let me let y'all know, because y'all don't know. This is what's going down in your community. This is when you reach out to your community. This is what you find. While everybody worried about, just going to feed the homeless, or some kids out there causing trouble. This is what kids is doing too. And a little bit of support can go a long way. So, man, this is awesome, man. Oh my goodness.
Got the
And
Stark
just
on the
so,
back.
man, look, we always want to play for the good guys. But when he came out with the Cobras like this, I wanted to be a bad guy. Look at that. And girls like the bad guy, right? Cobra, fear the beard. I'm going to wear this.
Yes, sir.
Dude, that is amazing, bro. Oh, man. And so, make sure, I'm treating those.
Waited, man.
Man.
Just a couple things.
That is awesome.
Yes, sir.
That is awesome. I'm so glad that look, we can't have none of this.
Oh, it's too hot, man. It's too hot.
Man, that's like one of them outfits. If you wear that, you don't want nobody touching you at the club. You like, man,
Huh?
You gonna have to go. You gonna have to have a bodyguards and a barrier.
Caution tape,
You
some
gonna
other
have
stuff,
something, man. You wearing those? They be like, I don't
You
know.
know?
He must got money. He got the new Iron Mans. I ain't even see those in stores. But yeah, man, that's amazing. So, man, do you have an album out?
As of right now, it's in process.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say that I don't.
Right.
But it'll be coming real soon.
Right.
Real soon. Highly anticipated. It'll be coming
Right.
real soon. I do have a title for the album.
What
it's gonna be called
can
Night
you
and
disclose
Day.
it? Night and Day.
Night and Day. I will give you
Man,
that much.
That's awesome. Hey,
Yes, sir.
let me ask you, how can somebody get in touch with you? Like if they're website, and are you currently selling the shoes, or how does that work with the clothing line? I know I kind of grouped all that together.
No. I'm taking any orders. You can contact me at Vain, VAIIN, Sense, SINCE, 1977 at gmail.com.
Say that one more time for me.
Vain, VAIIN, Sense, SINCE, 1977, gmail.com.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Hit him up if you want the new Iron Mans.
All right.
Actually, he's discontinuing those today. I'm just going to go ahead and take them off his hands. We're currently in negotiation. I'm going to give him my youngest child, who's going to give me one of these shoes. That's how. Just one. If you, I got 2 girls, both shooting. I don't know. We don't want no Willie Allen stuff happening with my kids. We might have to trade for something else.
And I take all inquiries, man. If anybody has a custom build out there that they want me to do, I
okay,
don't just go ahead and just be like, hey, this is what I'm doing. But I can do almost everything.
Wow. So then you people can give you ideas of what they kind of want to shoot. That is amazing.
I got a project right now. This guy gave me. He wants me to do Deadpool from X-Men. So that's my next one.
Deadpool.
Yeah, I'll bring that through.
Oh my god,
I'll bring that through. So you guys,
that
can
is
get a gander at
amazing,
that one.
man.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. I'm trying to think of who I want you to do.
Just name it.
Papa Smurf. You want to do that? Because he got a beard. Everybody, what you got, Dustin?
Mr. T.
Green Lantern. Oh, there you go. Ooh, Mr. T. I could pity the fool. I pity the fool who mess with my shoes. That ain't cool, dude.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, hey, Christopher Vane, everybody. Man, doing great things. These are the people that's in your community. Pay attention. You know what I'm saying? Keep your ear to the streets. Hit us up. Everybody has a story.me. You know what I'm saying? It's us together. Man, thank you for doing the show, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
You know what I mean?
Good thing, man.
That's right, man.
Thing. Y'all stay tuned.
That's right. Anything else you want to lead the people with?
No, not really.
Not
Just,
really?
stay tuned, man, and live great.
That's right. Do your thing.
Impossible.
Get the shoes. And we out.
Yes, sir.